So, Bronny James. Bronny James just had his best game in the NBA. He went and was one of the leading scorers for a Lakers team who might have been, hey, we gotta call a spade a spade, they might have been the literal worst team to ever walk out on the floor in an NBA game or preseason game. Genuinely might be the single worst team I've ever seen walk onto an NBA floor. But he wasn't that bad. Like, yes, by the time he had scored his 5th point of the game, they were down 30. But you know what? Bronny James cooked in garbage time. We gotta say it like it is. He cooked in garbage time. He actually made a few nice finishes. Like, I do want to say that, like, there were a couple of nice, tough finishes that Bronny made. All in all, like, he was fine. Like, he was absolutely fine. That's the only way that I can describe it. The man played fine. But at the same time, like, they did lose by, they lose by 60? They lost by 60 to a Warriors team chilling, which is not great. Like, it might be, like, this Lakers team that played yesterday might be the worst team I've ever seen on an NBA floor. Like, if you didn't see, like, they literally lost by 60 points. Like, it was not good. Like, Bronny James, in fairness to him, he shot 1 of 5 from 3, but at the same time, like, he shot 50% from 2, couple of dunks. He made one very nice finish. And to be fair to him, Cam Reddish really sucked. He did have a minus 37 on the floor in 35 minutes, which doesn't seem like it's the worst, but you also have to take into account, in the 13 minutes he wasn't on the floor, they were minus 21. They were minus 21 in 13 minutes. They were minus 37, 35 with him on the floor. So, actually, they were better with him on the floor than off the floor. The Warriors just chilled. They destroyed them. They absolutely destroyed them. Like, no Steph Curry. No, that was really it, actually. But, like, nobody played any real minutes for this Warriors team. Like, they Quinton Post, Gui Santos, Lindy Waters III, Pat Spencer all played minutes. And heck, for the Lakers, their top scorer in the game was Quincy Olivari. So, we saw Colin Castleton. We saw Maxwell Lewis, Armel Traore, all playing 25 plus minutes. And we saw the great Maxwell Lewis being a minus 55 in 33 minutes. You gotta just admit this is one of the worst teams to ever set foot on the floor in an NBA game. But Bronny showed, at least, maybe we were wrong in saying that, like, maybe I was wrong in saying he's an Irish Superleague level player. Because, in fairness, I'm not sure an Irish Superleague level player could drop 17 points in one of those games. Maybe when, like, Sean Van Zandt played and stuff. But, yeah, that is basically it. Like, Bronny had what I will call the most, like, again, all of his buckets came down 30. And he's clearly not an NBA player. Nobody on the floor, other than Cam Reddish, who's literally just there for defense. We know Cam Reddish offensively is not an NBA player. Like, if, literally, if Cam Reddish could not play defense at an elite rate, he'd be out of the league at this stage. But at the same time, fair play to Bronny. Like, showed that he's at least better than some G Leaguers, which is better than I thought he'd be. I thought he'd be one of the worst players in the G League. So, still very, very clearly not an NBA player. Like, but showed that he looked like, you know, if you heard a 55th pick doing that, you'd be like, oh, you know what? Maybe not a terrible second round pick. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, we would not be talking about him if his name wasn't LeBron James Jr. Heck, he wouldn't even be in the league if his name wasn't LeBron James Jr. He'd be still at whatever mid-major he would have signed for. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.